Santa Claus. It is a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming in today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I've got to be honest, I wasn't sure that you were going to show up. I mean, I got a feeling that you would, and you did.
Once Santa gives his word, he's good for it.
That's very cool. So, yeah, nice suit.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
How many of those do you have?
Too many.
Too many.
But I will change them as often as I can, and just to stay comfortable.
How is the Christmas season going in 2025? How has it been preparing for the big day, the big show?
It's exciting.
Yes.
I'm excited. The kids are over the top excited.
Mm-hmm.
The elves have been working their buns off getting everything ready.
Right.
And it's just, and we'll be ready. We'll be ready.
Fantastic. So, I mean, just, I mean, how do you deliver that many presents in one night?
Well, Stuart, I have to tell you, it's magical, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
We start, obviously, at different times because there are different time zones we have to go through.
There are, yeah.
So, but it's amazing how fast we can get things done.
Yes.
And as long as the children understand, they can't be awake when I get there. So they have to go to bed early enough on Christmas Eve all around the world for Santa to be able to come down and deliver the presents.
So, like, how does that mess you up? Like, if a kid is like having trouble, because Christmas Eve is a very exciting evening for kids.
It
is.
is.
If they just cannot go to sleep, like, how does that actually mess you up? Do you have to like circle back, or how do you deal with that?
That's exactly right.
I
have to circle back. Now, I've got a schedule I'm trying to keep, so obviously I keep that schedule as much as I can.
Right.
But when I have to circle back, I do it, and I do it in double time. We make sure we're doing it quickly.
That's where that magic comes in again, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm a 47-year-old father of 4, and am I on the nice list?
Stuart, I have to tell you,
Yeah.
I've checked it, and I've checked it twice, because sometimes I miss somebody, and so I have to check it twice, and your name came up. And I checked it twice to make sure your name was on there.
So I'm on the nice list.
And you're on the nice list.
Okay,
absolutely. Cool. You're good this year.
So I'm glad I'm on the nice list. Surprised me a little bit, but I get excited on Christmas Eve. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays of the year. But I have 4 kids, and my excitement pales in comparison to the excitement of my children. And so I hope you don't mind, but I let them know that maybe that I was going to meet Santa Claus today. And I asked them on the way into school, I said, what questions would you ask Santa Claus if you could sit down in front of Santa Claus? May I go through some of these questions?
Absolutely. I welcome children asking questions.
Because there are a lot of questions. Let me go to my notes thing here, Santa. Thank you for your patience.
Of course.
Okay, so my eldest is Gianni, and he didn't really have much to share. He's like 16 now, so he's a little bit older. But Abigail and Victoria, they're 7 and 7. They're twins, as you know.
That's right.
And Sam is 8. So these questions come from 7 and 8-year-olds. Okay, here's the first one. Are you ready? Abigail asks, when you come to my house to pick up my Christmas list this year, my Christmas list will be in front of the chimney. That's actually going to be my Christmas and birthday list, because her birthday is in January. I said, can you get me everything on my Christmas and birthday list for Christmas?
I have to say that's a fantastic question to ask.
Yes.
And I will do everything I can to get you what you want on your list.
Okay.
I try to. Sometimes Santa will miss something, but when he misses it, he doesn't do it on purpose.
Right.
He just happened to overlook it and didn't mean to. So please forgive Santa if that does happen.
Okay.
But I love, especially when there's a birthday right around that time of the year, it just gets my excitement going. And so I have to tell her I get as excited as she does about Christmas.
So that list is by the chimney when you come by.
I know exactly
awesome.
Where that is.
Sam, he's 8. He wants to know if you can get him a Columbo Lego set from Fortnite.
Well, I might be able to do that.
Yes.
I will do everything in my power to do that.
Okay.
Just just stay good.
Yep.
Which I already know you're on the nice list.
He is on the
So
nice.
stay good. In fact, he's on the very nice list.
Really? He is doing well at school.
Absolutely. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay, good. So you'll do everything you can.
Oh,
Victoria wants to know, our Christmas elf is called Cheese. This is Cheese. Cheese is a stupid name for an elf, but her elder brother Gianni is also stupid, and he gave Elf the stupid name. Anyway, last year my sister and I had a fight, and we ended up touching Cheese, and now he doesn't work anymore. I think he's broken. Can you bring Cheese back to life this year, or put magic back in him, or whatever he needs? It's Cheese.
Santa can do that.
He can.
He can. And I'm sorry that you touched Cheese last year, but for you, I'll do that. So if you're okay, I'll do that right now.
Right now?
Right now, and take Cheese back home. And when you put him up, just know that he has all the magic he had before he was touched. So will you give me a moment to do that?
Sure. You can, yeah. Thank you, Santa.
My pleasure.
Okay. Santa, did you like the chocolate chip cookies that Sam left out for you, or the gingerbread house that Abby left out for you, or the sugar cookies that Victoria left out for you last year, and which is your favorite cookie?
Oh my, this is a hard question to answer because I have to tell you all three of those are in my top three.
Really?
Absolutely. I'm not sure how you knew that, but I think it's fantastic that it is. As you know, Santa's full of sugar.
Yes.
Well,
I didn't know that.
So Santa, the sugar cookies are great.
The sugar cookies.
But Santa has to tell you, chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Oh, yum, yum, yum. That is so good.
Okay.
And then a gingerbread. Oh, my gosh. Are you trying to get Santa fat this year?
Gingerbread is kind of...
Oh.
She made you a whole house gingerbread. I'm glad you like the cookies. Victoria wants to know why everyone is stealing her turns. So they were very excited when they were asking the questions, and that's just what the thing recorded. So I know that some people dress up as Santa Claus. I think Sam asked this one. So some people dress up as Santa Claus and pretend to be you, like at the mall and stuff. Do you have any oversight of that process?
I do.
You do?
I do. Everyone that dresses up as Santa Claus, I think what children and their parents need to understand is that they help Santa make sure that the Christmas spirit is alive and the Christmas spirit is thriving and the kids are excited. And I know they're not the real Santa Claus. I understand that. But I have to tell you, I need their help to be able to be around the entire world at that time of the year. So sense. Just know that they're there spreading the cheer that Santa's going to bring you on Christmas Eve.
That is great to know. Do you and the elves live alone, or do you have a best friend?
We do live alone. Mm-hmm. Now, Mrs. Claus will come up there every now and then.
Yes.
She's not there all year long because Santa Claus is very busy, and especially that time of the year. But we do live alone, but because we have a lot of work to do. It's fantastic. It is so much fun. We're laughing, they're dancing, they're always, and they get done. Sometimes don't get along.
That was a bit crazy.
Yeah, it drives it, But Santa will just walk in the room and say, "Hey, everybody, remember the magic words?"
Oh, indeed.
And that will bring them back to where they need to be.
Okay, I have another question about the elves in a little while. Next question is, will you give me everything that's on my list? That was from Abigail.
Well, Abigail, I know you're on the nice list. Mm-hmm. In fact, you're on the very nice list. And Santa always tries to give everything that he can. So I will look at the list again, and I will see if I can do everything in my power to get it done.
Thank you, Santa. Thank you. Okay, this one is from Victoria. Santa, we are learning about bears and mammals at school. I learned that polar bears can be very aggressive. I saw a polar bear go into a town in the North Pole and they had to call the police. That was like on a TV show. I think she saw that. What do you and the elves do when a polar bear visits your town in the North Pole?
Well, I have to tell you, when polar bears visit us at the North Pole, they know they're coming into Santa's house, and they know they're coming where Santa is. Okay. And polar bears are they're just friends of ours.
Really?
They know who we are. So they know that they're just coming to visit. They're looking for food, mainly, is what they're looking for. But they know when they see Santa, and especially when they see the elves also, they just walk away and just are very glad that they came to visit us.
Well, that's good to know, because they look very scary on the TV show. Okay, Victoria asks, Santa, why won't you get me a dog?
Well, dogs are a lot of responsibility.
They are.
I think you know that.
I do.
And, taking care of a dog, it's besides just taking care of the dog, the love has to be there also. Because dogs are very, very dependent on being loved and being held, and depending if it's a small dog or a big dog. But, that's something you really need to sit down with your mom and your daddy and talk to them about that and see if they are willing to do that, because it's not just a job for you to do, it's a job for them to do also.
Okay. Next question is, Abigail asks, Santa, why won't you get me a dog?
Well, again, I won't get you a dog because I think your mommy and daddy have to make that decision with you. So sit down with them and ask them, can I have a dog? And what kind of dog? And how much am I willing to take care of that dog?
Understood. Next question is, Sam asks, Santa, why won't you get me a dog?
It sounds to me,
yes,
from what I'm hearing, that all three want a dog.
They do want a dog.
Santa's pretty good about picking up on that.
You are.
And so Sam, I think mommy and daddy have to make that decision with you.
Okay.
And so all of you need to sit down and discuss that.
Would you go so far as to say that they have to follow mommy and daddy's instructions to the T? They have to run the gauntlet that mommy and daddy set for them in order to maybe get a dog from Santa Claus?
I think that's a very good question. Okay. And again, I think mommy and daddy will set down the guidelines on how to take care of this dog and what each one's responsibility is.
I think that's very good
advice. I think that's what you have to do. So do I think you need to follow what mommy and daddy say? Sit down with mommy and daddy and listen to them and ask them, why are they making it this way? Why do I have to do this?
Okay. So this car journey was only 15 minutes long. There was a lot of questions. So how fast can your sleigh go? That's fast.
It goes so fast.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, it goes so fast that there's times it's up there, we're flying through, you can't even see us. We're going so fast.
When you stick your head out of a car window and the wind goes this on your face and stuff, like, does that happen to you, or like, how do you protect yourself? Have you a shield on your sleigh or something?
No, Santa does protect himself, though.
He does.
He puts stuff on his face to make sure that it doesn't.
Okay.
So he makes certain of that. Okay. But we're traveling again, and we're traveling and stopping. So we're not traveling straight through all night long.
Okay. Is Rudolph a real reindeer?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
I thought he was. When they asked the question, I was like, of course he's a real reindeer.
Oh, my gosh. Right? Absolutely. Yeah. When it's a foggy Christmas Eve, who else is Santa going to put out there?
It's that red nose.
I need that light.
Nice. Very cool. Santa, will you get me a large Lego set that is a Ninjago set? I don't even know what that is.
Well, I know what it is.
Oh, you do?
I do. I know what it is. And Legos are a great thing to really work the mind and to put this together. So I think besides being what we may consider a toy, it becomes a learning tool.
So you're saying yes to Ninjago?
I'm saying yes.
Beautiful. Santa, Victoria wants to know if you will bring her a big Lego set that she can make purple flowers out of. I don't know what that is.
That's going to be beautiful.
It is going to be.
It's going to be absolutely beautiful.
Nice.
I mean, just all these little pieces together, and then just the masterpiece ends up on that.
That's a yes.
That's an absolute yes.
Okay, look at that. Victoria's getting her flower Lego set. Okay, Santa, how do you fit down a chimney? I was looking up the chimney the other day, and it seemed rather small.
No. Santa gets asked that question all the time.
I bet you do.
All the time.
How do you do it?
I go in there, I take a deep breath. I hold that breath. And then with magic dust, I take the magic dust and I throw it on me. And if you ever watch Santa, I'll just shrink down and boom, come right out. And then when I'm ready to go up, I take my bag, I lift my bag up, and it just pulls me right through, and I shrink down again, get in the sleigh, and I'm on to the next stop.
That sounds like that magic again. Sorry, that was a client. I'll turn it off.
And it's fun.
Yeah, I bet it's fun. Victoria wants to know, is Mrs. Claus real, or is she just made up?
Mrs. Claus is very real. When she's fussing at Santa, he knows she's real. But Mrs. Claus is definitely very real.
She's definitely real.
And pretty.
I'm sure. Okay. Let's have a look here. Sam asks, he's 8 again, remember. How often does Mrs. Claus make you cookies? And how many cookies does she make when she does? Does Mrs. Claus like cookies?
Mrs. Claus makes a lot of cookies because Santa has to put on a lot of weight.
Really?
Yeah. You've seen Santa.
I mean, I didn't want to say. But...
Yeah, I understand. I appreciate that, but you do understand.
But you have to put on the weight?
Well, I need to. I have to. You know, Santa is a very jolly fellow.
Yes.
And you can't be jolly and skinny. I mean, you just can't do that. So when I get to laughing and whatnot, my belly just jiggles and everything else. But Mrs. Claus makes a lot of cookies, and Santa eats a lot of cookies.
Amazing, amazing. Santa, does your sleigh need gas?
No. Santa's sleigh does not need gas. As you know, the reindeer pull the sleigh.
Yes.
So there's no gas in the sleigh.
I knew the answer to that one when he asked, but I didn't want to tell him. But I'm glad you did. Santa, this is from Sam. Have you ever been arrested and put in handcuffs by the police? Is that a no?
No.
Okay, we'll just leave that one right there. My wife wants to know, Santa, when you come around our neighborhood on the fire truck every year, why do you drive so fast?
Well, I just have to.
Really?
I just have to get through there as fast as I can, and I just have to go fast.
Yeah. Okay, you got a lot to do. Busy season.
Very busy.
Okay. Sam asks, how long is your beard in inches?
6 inches.
6 inches. This is like rapid fire. We'll get through these. My Abigail asks, are you always happy or do you sometimes get angry?
No, Santa tries never to get angry. Yeah. He may be disappointed, but never angry. Santa has to stay happy because he really loves happy, and he loves happy children. And in order for me to throw the love out there to these children, I have to be jolly old Saint Nick.
So there's you just never rage. Raging is bad.
No, raging is really bad.
Gotcha. Victoria wants to know if you will bring her a lip gloss maker for Christmas this year.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Sam asks, are stockings really necessary or are they just stupid?
No, they're not stupid.
They're not?
They're not stupid. Okay. Stockings are really, really neat. And it's really a way of saying something is individual for that person.
Because they got the name on it and stuff.
And got the name on it. I love when they hang them over the fireplace.
Yes.
It's just a really, really
so you're
neat
saying
way.
It's part of the whole Christmas experience.
Absolutely part of the whole experience.
Okay, stockings are not stupid. Abigail wants to know, how many cookies have you eaten in your life? Are we talking like 1 billion or like 1 trillion?
Probably between 1 billion and 1 trillion.
Interesting.
Maybe not 1 trillion, but over 1 billion.
I mean, you've been around a long time.
A long time.
A lot of cookies. Sam asks, you must fly pretty high on that sleigh to get around the world as fast as you do. Do you ever leave the atmosphere like a rocket and go into orbit? If so, do you have a space helmet that helps you breathe when you're out of space?
That's a very good question, by the way. And no, I do not leave the atmosphere, but I get right on the edge of it because I try to make sure that I'm above everything else so I can travel very fast. But I stay inside the atmosphere.
Okay, good stuff. Victoria wants to know, do you only give presents to people on the good list, or sometimes do you sneak presents to people on the naughty list?
Well, the good list is a great way to start, a great place to start. Yes. Someone who's not on the good list, but is trying to get on the good list. Santa's kind of he kind of bends the rules
You're
a little
lenient
bit.
with those.
Absolutely.
That's that love thing going again. That's great. Sam asks, how much hot cocoa do you drink in a day?
A lot.
A lot.
Probably a few gallons.
Wow, that is amazing.
I love cocoa.
I bet you do. It keeps you warm up there in the North
Oh,
Pole.
absolutely.
Fantastic. Victoria wants to know, do you live in the North Pole all year long, or do you spend summers in Florida?
I'm in the North Pole. Santa doesn't leave the North Pole except at Christmas time.
Yes, indeed. And magical occasions like this to come and...
Absolutely.
So excited you're here.
To get ready for Christmas.
Sam asks, how are elves made?
Elves aren't made.
Okay.
Elves are born.
Okay.
Just like people are born.
Okay.
So it's just they have mommies and daddies, and they are there, and the mommies and daddies.
Little people?
They're little people. They're little people.
Okay, cool. Abigail wants to know, where do you stash the nice list?
That's an excellent question, but it's in my desk.
In your desk.
Keep it in my desk in the North Pole, and it's updated constantly.
Yes.
And people that have been on the naughty list but are trying very hard, they get moved to the nice list.
Yes.
As long as their hearts are in the right place and they're really, really are sorry for something they should not have done.
Okay, we have 5 more questions. Here we go.
Very good.
Abigail also wants to know if you ever take a break.
Not really. Santa really doesn't take a break, but Santa has a break.
Yes.
Once Christmas is over until the next year. So I do have a chance to recover, a chance to rest a little bit, but then we're back at it again real quick. So
No doubt. Sam wants to know, what's your favorite hobby?
Santa never thought about that. That's a good question.
Do you have
What's
time for a hobby?
Not really. I don't. Santa doesn't play golf.
Right.
He doesn't go to Florida.
No tennis?
Doesn't play tennis. No. Tried pickleball once.
Yeah.
Not good at that either.
Ooh, I bet.
Yeah. And so really don't have very many hobbies.
Okay, if you're really an elf, how come you're so much bigger than all the other elves?
Well, there has to be a main elf.
Okay.
And Santa was always declared as a main elf.
Okay.
Because even the elves need someone overseeing what's happening at the North Pole, especially getting ready for
And
Christmas.
that's what you do.
And that's what Santa does.
Understood. Where did the elf on the shelf come from?
Well, the elf on the shelf began a long, long time ago.
Yes.
And it just gave children a chance to put this character wherever they wanted in their home. And of course, the elf moves from place to place in the house. And so when that happens, and the elves were magically made by Santa, and it's to help children focus and realize the spirit of Christmas, the happiness and the love and the family for that time of the year.
Okay, so this next question, with the understanding that elves do come back to the North Pole to report to
Absolutely.
Santa Claus
Absolutely.
every night. If every kid in the world has an elf on the shelf, how do you talk to all of them and get anything else done?
It's kind of like how children wonder, how do I read all the names on the nice list?
Yes.
How do I read all the letters that Santa gets? I have time to do all of that. Yeah. So when they come back, when Christmas is over, Santa can sit down and we don't talk for hours to each one. I don't, but we can sit there. The two of us can sit there and we can discuss how were the children? How did they react to you? And so I have time to do that. But again, you have to believe in the magic of Christmas. Because there's something magical about that, and that's why Santa's able to accomplish and do so much during that time of year.
Merry Christmas, Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas, June.
Thank you for coming by.
My pleasure. And I have one thing left to say. Merry Christmas, everyone.